How quickly can you name this fruit? If you said pomegranate, ding ding, you're right. It's such a pretty and appetizing looking fruit, right? Well, you can't eat it. Okay, that's not true. You can eat the seeds, but that's about it. Crunchy, fruity, nutty, and nutritious easily characterizes those beautiful ruby red pomegranate seeds. They add color, flavor, and texture to salads, desserts, and make a wonderfully healthy snack. While you can buy pomegranate seeds, also known as Arils, already removed from the fruit in the store, they are expensive and often sold out. Well, at least in my grocery stores. Let's check out 2 easy methods for removing them yourself. Regardless of the method to remove the Arils, you first need to get through the protective skin. The skin is actually quite soft, like leather. I can simply press on it and it has a little give to it because below the leather, you've got this really soft pith. While you can simply cut through the pomegranate with a knife, like cutting through an orange, you risk damaging or cutting through the Arils or seeds. So let's check out the other 2 methods. First, we're going to use a knife to score the fruit. So you're going to start at one end, doesn't matter which, of the pomegranate. You're going to cut about 1/4 inch deep just through that leathery skin to the pith, like so. Okay, and you're going to do this another 3 times and just try to gather about where equally you can put 4 scores. The first method is what I call the whack method. Over a small bowl, you're going to pull one section apart. So notice how that, because it has a soft skin, it comes off fairly easily. Okay, and then just raking your finger across them, they come out pretty easily. And these are the edible parts of a pomegranate. Go ahead and pull that second section apart, like so. This is where the whack part comes in. Bend the skin back just a little bit to release some of those pomegranate Arils from the pith. Take a wooden spoon and then just start whacking the back of the skin, and the pomegranates come loose. Okay, and they come loose fairly easily. And if there are any left, just take your finger and then just rake them off or pull them out. There are about 1 cup or 600 Arils per fruit, give or take, but overall for about 1 cup of Arils, you're looking for about 170 calories, 6 to 7 grams of fiber, and only 2 grams of fat. Is there another edible seed with so little fat? Think about that. Okay, so that's the first method, just sort of raking them off with your fingers and using the back of the spoon to release them. And they're pretty dry as a result. The second method is what I call the floating method. Add enough water to a medium-sized bowl to more than cover the pomegranate. Place a pomegranate section in the water. Rake your fingers gently along the Arils, and bending that skin back helps. And then the Arils will fall off gently and they will sink to the bottom of the bowl because they are not buoyant. However, the pith is buoyant, so guess what? The pith will float to the top. So look at that. It's an easy way to remove that pith, and then continue doing that for the rest of pomegranate seeds. Just rake them off using your fingers. Pomegranate Arils are nutritionally dense with lots of vitamins and minerals. To highlight a few, pomegranate Arils contain about 10% or more of the daily recommended intake for vitamin C, vitamin K, thiamine, which is also known as B1, folate, which is B9, potassium, copper, and manganese. You can see my blog linked below in the description for specific nutritional details of the importance that each of these vitamins and minerals has on the body. And don't miss out on some of those Arils that might be hiding within the pith. Got a cluster of them. They like to cluster up. The pomegranate Arils and seeds are at the bottom. The pith is floating at the top. Take a slotted spoon. You can just rake off the pith at the top. If you see any pith at the bottom, it's usually going to be because they're attached to some Arils. Or you can just pour the water off the top, leaving the pomegranates, and the pith will go with it. Might do it over a strainer so that you don't get your Arils like that down the sink. So there you are, 2 methods of removing pomegranate Arils. Dry method using a wooden spoon and just raking them off with your fingers, or the wet method where the pith and the skin float to the top. Regardless of the method, go ahead and rinse them off, drain them, and you could even put them on a paper towel to dry, like so. And now they're ready to be used in whatever recipe you want, like my holiday baklava. Hope you found these tips and the information helpful. If so, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Until next time, go bake the world.